All right, people, I'm finally here. Just getting in, rushing in. Had to go to the barber, get that fresh cut. So we're live tonight in the Counselor's Corner doing part 2 of Damn, Is She the One for Me? Part 2. So we're going to take a look at that. Hey, Marcia, thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. Like I said, I apologize for my lateness. Some things be simply out of your control. Kristen Waite Ripson, thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. So like I was saying, that tonight I'm going to take a look at part 2, and we're going to discuss the Zodiac signs of Pisces, the Aries, and Taurus. So we're going to dive into that. So, of course, like last show, I told you about the call-in feature, but you know how it is. You know how that is. So I got the part, tried to activate it, wasn't working, wasn't picking up the signal, called my internet carrier, Verizon. Of course, they said I needed an upgraded router. That finally came in today, but then someone has to, I guess, come in, program it, install, all that stuff. So it's going to be a little longer. I'm so irritated behind that, but what can you do? I just got to keep rolling like this. We got Christina. Thanks for joining. Christina Pooh, thanks for joining tonight. Jasmine, thanks for joining me tonight. Mary, thanks for joining. And Arthur Maine Miller, thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. Helen Dolson, thanks for joining me. Hey, Marcia. So I just got to keep rolling with that. And as I said before, that storm getting real close. It's getting real close. It's coming up Saturday. Thunderous altercations. February 9th, 2 p.m. at the Terra Cafe, 101 East 25th Street, Baltimore, Maryland, 21218. So it's going to be my new show, the debut show, Thunderous Altercations. It's going to be a show about differences, understanding, and controversy. And I'll be doing it with co-host Kelly Renee, and we'll be discussing Valentine's Day. So make sure that if you're in this area, to come through, grab you a nice bite to eat, an early cocktail at 2 p.m., and just, see what we got to say about this Valentine's Day, because I know some of y'all all getting ready for it, getting all excited, big grown-ass kids. And also remember to share this video. Share. Share it to your page, and let's keep it going. That's how you build things up. So I need y'all to share after. April Harrison, thanks for joining. Zethray Baker Owens, thanks for joining me tonight. Rayanne Shepard, thanks for joining. Daphne Blue, thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. And like I said, tonight we're going to focus on the Zodiac sign, Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. I'll be getting this stuff confused. I should know it all by heart. Sarah, thanks for joining me tonight. So like I said, I was running a little bit behind because I had to, clean my face up a little bit. When you're having a debut show, you don't want to go in there looking all scraggly. So, I had to come through with the clean face look. I was going to say some other word, but that would be rude. Who else? I know somebody else joined in here. I feel like I missed the name. Frankie Johnson, thanks for joining. Terry Copeland. Ricky O's, what's going on, fam? Thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. So here we go. We're going to get rolling with this episode, since I'm already behind the 8 ball. So again, if this is your first time joining the series, I did a series with the men zodiac signs to kind of help the women out. So now I'm doing the one with Females, my brother Franklin, what's going on? So my man Frankie Frank, grew up with him a long time. One of the roughest kids. Well, he was one of the roughest kids in Niagara Falls. Boy, I tell you, Franklin had a nice hand game. My man. So damn, is she the one for me? Part 2, a 4-part series coming to you live in the Counselor's Corner, based off of the book Sensual Astrology for the African American Man. Everything you need to know about your woman through her sun signs by S.R. Covington. I will discuss her signs, characteristics, dating, sexual tendencies, and breakups. The first episode, the second episode, I will look at Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. This will be a spinoff from the 4-part series, Surviving Your Man's Zodiac Sign. So stay tuned for other dates. All right. Paula, thanks for joining. Gloria Darnell, thanks for joining. Princess G.J. Powell, thanks for joining. Chrissy said, turn off the TV. It's a distraction. My bad. The Lakers is playing the Celtics. Off. Sorry about that. You shouldn't have to focus on what's going on with the TV in the background. Focus right here, what's in front of you. All right. But good luck, Christina. I know you're very particular about certain things. Dietrich Muhammad, Dios, thanks for joining me tonight. All right, so let's get going. We're gonna look at the Pisces woman. So with that being said, this is just a little summary, then I'm gonna give a little more details. Nika, thanks for joining me tonight. Pisces woman, she loves to dance, recite poetry, loves to be in love, spends her life looking for Prince Charming. She needs to be treated like a queen, wants to be spoiled and pampered. She sees the world as a beautiful place. She'll place her man on a pedestal and take care of him. The Pisces woman believes in the traditional role of men and women. She is highly creative and artistic. She believes the world would be a better place if everyone would lend a helping hand. She has a fragile heart and remembers everything she has been hurt, everyone who has been hurt by, and if she brings it up, she may bust out crying. She cries a lot, but that does not mean she is necessarily weak. Pisces woman can be very spiritual, and at times she is known to be overly private. She loves to spend, and most of the time it's her man's money. She is not a gold digger. See, I'm confused about that. Well, I guess if she's showing and giving him love and taking care of him in other aspects, then she wouldn't be a gold digger. I guess a gold digger is just strictly out for the money. So I guess that's why she wouldn't be classified as a gold digger. Okay, she's still a leech or whatever you want to call it. When you're dealing with a Pisces woman, you better create a budget. The Pisces woman has a lot of freak in her due to her wild imagination, and she is always willing to try new things. Fellas, are you ready to spoil a Pisces woman as well as being turned out? Damn, is she the one for me? Part 2. Donna E. Lewis, thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. So we got this Pisces woman, kind of sensitive, big waterhead, crybaby. But we're gonna get more into this. So again, they said she loves to be in love. Kev, Hicks Cuts just left, my man. Thanks for joining me tonight. And again, people, please share. So she spends her life dreaming of Prince Charming. So I guess essentially what a Pisces woman wants is to be in love, to find that perfect person to share that love with. So ultimately, everything is about love for them, and that's what their conquest is to try to find that perfect mate to fall in love, that Prince Charming. And I think a lot of women, not just with everybody, wants that Prince Charming, like I always say, chasing that silver bullet, looking for that perfect man, or they always say, I'm just going to wait for God to deliver me a man. Some of you I know personally, been saying this since I was in my 20s, and you're still single. So, that's the definition of insanity when you keep doing the same thing and keep getting the same results. So, if you're in your 20 something and you're waiting for God to deliver you this Prince Charming, and now you're in your 40s and it hasn't been delivered, what the hell you going to do next? How long are you going to wait for that? I'm just saying. So you might have to take up on a different approach. Marcia said, I love all what romance entitles. I'm a Pisces woman all day. Okay. So you can definitely relate to this. Pisces women see the world as a beautiful place. She'll place her man on a pedestal and take care of him. So I guess that's the reason why she wouldn't be considered a gold digger, even though she likes to spend his money, but she would take care of him. I mean, you'll be in good hands with a Pisces woman. Pisces feel that a world would be a better place if everyone would lend a hand to those in need. So she's always probably going to be the type that, again, like in the helping profession, likes to do stuff, probably volunteers during the holiday season, up in the soup kitchens, doing stuff for the church and helping homeless people out and things of that nature. Gloria said, I'm a Pisces and spend my own money only. All right, then you better than the most. That's a good thing. And and I'm always going to use the disclaimer that these are not absolutes. None of these characteristics fit all. Like someone, I'm not going to call out her name, but I did say in 2019, I was going to start calling people to the carpet. Yesterday, she's like, some of this stuff is false. No shit. There's no way in hell that anybody can predict and you would say, oh, that's me to the T, everything. It's always going to be some discrepancies. So stop wasting your time texting or responding back. Oh, most of this stuff is false. I'm Aries and I don't act like this. Okay, we get that. We get that. We just have that heart that loves to help others. And that's a good thing. And a lot of people are real selfish in this world and not willing to help others. Well, I tell you, I do it on a daily basis, and it's a handful. I got stories to even tell from this week, like every day. And I need to shift my focus and write my book, Middle School Madness, and talk about some of those stories that's going down in the middle school. Because middle school is real gangster. A lot of y'all don't know that, but it is. And I'm talking about from the ages 11 to 13, they do some serious things in the middle school level. Marcia said, I love to buy nice things, but I use my own money. Don't depend on a man to sponsor my needs whatsoever. See, y'all, and y'all might be old school Pisces. Maybe this is the new school Pisces that does this. But nevertheless, this is what they're saying. So Pisces has a fragile heart, and she remembers every man and insensitive thing she ever experienced. So again, like I said earlier in the introduction, that she's the type that'll tell you a story and then just bust out and be crying like it happened yesterday. And you're looking like, So guys, if you know she's a Pisces and you see that behavior, that doesn't mean she has Tourette's or anything when she busts out like that. She's just ultra sensitive. Pisces, waterhead, crybaby. So either you're going to be there to hold and console her, or you're going to look at her and like, oh, shit, not again. Oh, by the way, disclaimer, I do cuss on here. So this is not no holy spiritual show in the counselor's corner. I am known to cuss. Dietrich said, you should. You have these women talking about how they spend their own money. They know they look for a man to treat them. Okay. So y'all heard that, ladies, that Dietrich Muhammad said that many of y'all women are talking about y'all spend your own money, but y'all look for a man to treat you. And y'all say that's only right. And what's ironic, and I know I'm going to get more into that on Saturday with Thunder's altercations, but, I put up a little chart and said something to the effect of women always have this perpetual timeline that, oh, I don't let a guy in my house. We have to be out. We have to be dating at least 10 times before I invite a man over, or I don't get intimate with a man till after this amount of days. So I said, so when it comes to Valentine's Day, men should start putting like restrictions on. If he just started dating you from 0 to 6 months, he's only going to spend $25. That's it, capping off at 25. 6 to 12 months, $50. And 100, a year and over, you get, $100, whatever. And that's that. And that's how we should start rolling, since y'all like to put up a lot of restrictions. Yolanda Williams, thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. Dorinda Vance, thanks for joining me. So I just wanted to throw that one out there. Let's get back on this Pisces thing. Talked about her crying a lot. She is a very spiritual woman and likes to be connect to her higher power. Sometimes she can be extreme and overly private. He said, "Oh, I don't like drama, but bring all the drama." Yeah, he calling some of y'all ladies to the carpet, Dietrich Muhammad. And I think some of it is very true. Like, people always say, I don't do drama. I don't want nothing to do with drama, but yet be the main ones in it. And they're the main ones in it because they're the main ones posting and commenting and strolling through social media. And that's where most of the drama starts. And like I said, it starts at a young age. 11 years old, these kids got hella drama. Nellie C., thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. Talked about her little spending habits. She likes to enjoy life and to live well. Do yourself a favor and do not leave her in charge of a budget. So if you're with the Pisces fellas, you better have a nice little budget going on, because if not, she's known to spin up something, and you'll be sitting there like, damn, like, you'll have your bank will be putting a hold on your account because they're like, this is not your spending pattern. You usually spend this and that, but we've seen all these major purchases, so we put a block on your card because we thought it was some fraudulent behavior going on. So you want to have a nice little budget system. Anitra Cannon, thanks for joining me tonight. She will go out and get a job and pay bills. So it's not like she's not one that will not work. She'll work, and she does a lot of good work, like I said, in the community, and helps people out. So she's not like a bump on the log or anything. She does work. So I'll give her that. Women are sensitive, and I believe that's why both are going to try to deny what you're stating. Ladies, man, I got a couple fellas going hard body, and they're calling y'all out. And I kind of like to see that sometimes, because I think we all need, because we're so used to women calling us out that it doesn't make sense. We get called out for any old damn thing, just because we walking around with a hat on in the house. Any little small thing we get called out on. So now it seems like some people are calling people out, and trust me, this is not what it's all about. But obviously, when you have a group discussion with adults, there's going to be some disagreements. Marcia said, I'm definitely gainfully employed and not looking for a man to take care of me financially. And that may be a rare case, Marcia. That very well may be true. But on the whole, you might think about some other people that are not gainfully employed and what's their motives. Gloria said, I'm old school and take pleasure in treating myself, sir. So maybe it's the ones you're meeting. We're different in many ways, just like you men. It's not ones that I'm meeting because I don't, like I said, this was just a new endeavor for me to try to take on to start studying the zodiac signs. I never paid any attention to that. The only thing I knew, I'm a Gemini, and I know people said, oh, it's two of y'all, you got split personalities. and that was to the extent of it. So that doesn't, that's something women do. What's your sign? And start trying to break down and analyze people. I never, if a woman said, oh, my birthday is I don't know, September 7th, I wouldn't give a rat's ass what sign she was, whatever, because I'm gonna break her down by just plain out observing and paying attention to her. So I didn't need all this, but some people need it, and some people go by this stuff like it's the Bible. And you said that is not old school. So Dietrich, you're saying that's not old school, taking pleasure in treating themselves. So I guess are you saying that men always took care of women as far as being old school? All right, so I just want to throw that one out there and see. All right, as far as dating, again, she's a dreamer. Always, herself is the favorite topic. That's what she likes to talk about. The Pisces like to talk about themselves. That she can engage in a conversation about herself, and she could go on and on. Okay, we got some rebuttal here. I never asked a man what's his sign. To me, it's irrelevant. Nelly said, I'm a Gemini as well. Thumbs up. Nelly. Teacher said she don't even know what's old school. Okay. All right. Pisces, she appreciate attention, an attentive ear. She's a romantic. So like when you're thinking about where should I go, where should I take her, of course she might like something like a museum, something with beautiful landscapes. But she will do a romantic comedy if it's something that's mature content. She absolutely loves music, or she loves music. Or you could take her on a horse and buggy ride or merry-go-round. She likes that type of stuff. And again, she loves to dance. So if you're a dancer and she gets really connected with dancing, all that stuff, hey, you can have a good romantic evening. You might get closer than you thought on that dance floor. Treat her like a queen and she will fall for you. Sexually, she craves intimacy, and sex is a big part of it. She enjoys sex, especially in the water. So them Pisces women they might want to be in the shower, like a little sauna, jacuzzi, pool, lake, wherever. They like to do it in the they like that water activity. The freak in the Pisces would drive you wild. Also, as far as the breakup, a breakup will, of course, devastate her. And remember, from previous relationships in the past, she seems to let them go, and when she brings them up, she'll bust out crying. So if you broke up with her, that could very well devastate her. Eric McCracken, what's going on? Felicia Chosen Sullivan, thanks for joining me tonight. J. Rob, thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. Stephen Michael Nywin, thanks for joining me in the Counselor's Corner. Begin by withholding your attention. So obviously, she likes to focus on herself, and she likes to converse about herself. So if you stop paying her any attention, and this is if you're trying to get out of the relationship, some of the pointers you can do that will guarantee you the exit. Make fun of her in public, because remember, she's sensitive. I guess who would make fun of somebody in the public unless it's just somebody who's just being spiteful and just trying to get back at somebody. But I guess we do have some sick bastards that take advantage of someone and try to embarrass them in public. Or do guys do that? Or is that something maybe women may do? I don't know. She doesn't know how to handle negative public attention or reprimand. So if it's something negative, like a little disagreement, she's going to fold up and get really sensitive, and you do not want nobody boo-hooing and carrying on while you're in public. But you see it. I tell you, I always have stories. I remember one time, I think it was in the summer, went to Philly, just kind of walk. on South Street, check out a couple little hat shops and stuff, grab me a little Philly cheesesteak. And it was this couple, they was going in. Like the woman was so mad. It was that public display, like going back and forth because I get it was raining and her husband just had to have a Philly cheesesteak. So, and she was going out, what the fuck? This is so stupid. Why are we out here over a goddamn nasty sandwich, whatever? So, and it looked like they had visitors from out of town. Maybe his brother or something came in, so they was doing like a family thing. And his wife was just cutting a damn fool. And everybody went in, got into the restaurant. It was at Jim's, I think Jim's Steakout or something. I don't know if that's what it's called. I know that's what it's called back home. It was Jim's. Got in there, and then she didn't get anything to eat, but she was just like a total asshole. And I'm like, man, like, really? Like, I can't even imagine being in a shouting match with someone or someone trying to put you on the spot like that. But that's the way she was carried. Now that I think about it, I should have got her birthday. She had to be a damn Pisces, whatever, because she was just so upset and emotional. Yvette, thanks for joining me. Herb, the big bad wolf, thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. So if you basically stop caring on how you look, that's another thing, because of course she wants you to try to, dress well, because I assume that's what she does, because she likes to spin on things. So I'm sure she likes to dress. And if you tell her to loosen up, like little snide remarks like that kind of really would get to her. Anitra, thanks for joining me tonight. All right. Let me take a look to see who she's compatible with, this Pisces woman. Herbert said, no doubt. All right, let me just keep it going. Don't mind me. I'm getting there, folks. All right, so who she's compatible with, Pisces woman. She is compatible with, they say, an Aries man. They're compatible. And you know that Aries man is kind of that guy that kind of has the swag, has the build, women just adore him, and he's kind of, free fall. So I'm thinking more of, hey, Anitra, I'm thinking more of their attraction may be that physical component, because they say he puts in work. Like, you need to be in physical shape to deal with him, because he's the type that'll pull an all-nighter. She's also attracted to compatible with a Taurus man. Now, with the Taurus man, he may, of course, the bull, maybe a little stubborn, on point with a lot of things. What it says, he realized she needs him to help her make them come true. So he's kind of big on his dreams and vision. He knows that he can kind of help lead her the way in making some of those dreams come true. So I think that would be her attraction because she's such a big time, and she's looking for that Prince Charming. Donna said, not a crier at all, and great at budgeting, and a frugal spender. Frankie said, David Lorenzo, I'm a Pisces. This is very interesting to me. Thank you, brother. Marcia said, don't take to anyone embarrassing me in the public. Anything that he needs to say to me needs to be said behind closed doors. Yeah, I'm with you, Marcia. I'm not for all that public loudness and all that stuff. Like, please don't do that. Please, not at all. So we said Aries, Taurus, also a Cancer man, because I think the Cancer man is one, he's kind of sensitive. He's looking for that perfect woman himself. So them two, when you have two people that dream big and looking for the same thing, then I guess that would be her thing with her attraction with the Cancer man. And then Virgo man, he's another one but the thing about the Virgo man, he's going to be a stickler. And remember, he takes you to court, and it's like being in the interview. So, I'm sure if somebody has a dream or visionary, maybe she could go through his test And because ultimately he's looking for a woman too, and he's going to take his time with the woman to make sure she's the right one. And the Pisces woman is looking for that man. So there you have it. She just got to hold up her end. But I don't know about her spending habits. Would that work well with the Virgo? I'm sure he'll call her out on every little cent. Marlo Jordan, thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. And Crystal Ram, thanks for joining. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it on the Pisces woman. Now we're going to take a look at the Aries woman. I'm going to give you the brief overview of this dynamic woman. I know a couple Aries women, but I don't know if they're listening. So I just keep my comments to myself, my personal comments. But all right, let's take a look at this Aries woman. All right. Okay, here we go. Aries woman. She is a woman who loves to talk and who doesn't mind sharing all of her personal business or that of her friends. So damn, she gonna tell you up. She's gonna let you know this is what's going on in her life, and she'll tell you about her friends' business as well. Now I know when I posted this, I had several women say, "Oh, that's me to the T. I just don't tell all my business." Or I'll never tell a friend business. What y'all think? She lying, huh? Or they're lying. She has the habit of always being late. So you already know that she's going to be late. I know she's not compatible with the Virgo because I think that's one of the things they said, that he can't stand a woman being late. So she's going to be late. But when she shows up, she knows how to have a good time because she is down for whatever, whenever, or wherever. Now that might sound appealing. Some guys may settle for that notion because they say, man, because once she get here, it's on. We're going to have a good time. So they may be able to deal with her lateness. She's a handful to deal with. See, I don't know if I have time for all that. When you start saying somebody a handful, even though I always say I like a woman with a little sassiness, but I don't want it to be a handful to deal with. So she's a handful. She's going to give you a run for your money. She typically gets bored very easily. She is an amazing hostess, but you better make sure you bring something because she does not do empty-handed. So if she's going to host a function, don't you dare bring your ass to the her house without anything. It could be a bottle of wine. It could be a couple 2-liter pops. It could be some Dixie cups. You better come in there with some. How many of us have people and know people who come there just like nonchalant, cavalier, don't even care. They just come there and they take plates with them, but never bring anything. That's so wrong. It's so disrespectful. Herbert said, no structure, a sign of immaturity. Talking about that Aries woman, Herb. Michelle Jones, thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. An Aries woman is a man's woman. Most men love her. Okay, Franklin, thanks, because Chrissy Poo made me turn off the TV, so the Lakers won. Boy, they're my boys, but they're a hot mess right now. They some damn drama queens themselves, but we're going to see how this season pan out. The Aries woman is a man's woman. Most men love her. If she calls and asks you to do something, she expects it done right then and there. So, fellas, if she say, could you go get me a bottle of Moscato, or I'm cooking and I need some butter or something and it's cold, I don't feel like running out. If you don't get it in a certain amount of time, more than likely, she's going to go get it on her own. And it's not going to be nice when you get there. So if she calls you at 3 and, she'll probably, are you dressed? And you're like, yeah, what you doing? Oh, I'm just chilling, whatever, watching a game or something. Well, I need some butter for this to go with this. So could you go grab it? And you say, yeah, I'll grab it, baby. I'll grab it. And then you come strolling through like at 5 with the butter, you might as well stick that butter somewhere, because more than likely she already got it or had somebody else go get it, and you're going to be in the doghouse for a minute. Franklin said, that sounds like most women. Shantira Holder Sullivan, thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. Dietrich said, I bring something and leave it in the car to take it back home. I'll bring something and leave it in the car and take it back home. Marcia said, that is so ghetto, but I know of several relatives who do exactly that, come late and leave with several plates. Yeah, we know a lot of people like that. Just people that have Tupperware just for their car. Felicia said, not. So I don't know if that response was to something I said, maybe to the comment. Franklin said that sounds like most women. Clarify yourself, Felicia, because I know you won't hold back. It's easier to date an Aries woman than to marry her due to her independence. So she's a very independent woman. And we know in the same breath, man would want a woman that's independent as well as him being independent. But we know after a certain while, you have to build toward interdependence. And when a woman's too independent and there's, always calling out and saying that they don't need you for this or don't need you for that. Because men, we want to be needed. Just like women, you want to be needed. And as we know, when we did the Sagittarius thing, that he can run a household better than a woman. So that would intimidate some women because of the fact that, like, he didn't need her for those type of things. He kept a clean house. He would cook for himself. So she like, damn, what's my role here? So guys want to, they want to be needed. So she's very very independent. She can be possessive because she can't stand sharing the spotlight. So it's all about her, and she doesn't like to share the spotlight. Tell her your sexual fantasies, and she just might make a way to make them come true. Damn, is she the one for me? Part 2. Felicia said, reply to the sound like most women. Not. Okay. Roger Davis, thanks for joining us. What's going on, Big Raj? Thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. Herbert says, sure can. So that's a little bit about the Aries. Now, to go into further detail, remember I said she loves to talk and share all of her business. She is down for whatever, whenever, or wherever. And it said guys love her. They just love an Aries. She's a man's woman. Most men love her. If she calls, we kind of talked about that, dating. If you are insecure, hold on, let me see what the comment Shantira says. She said, men want to be our heroes. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to be your hero? Want to be your shining star? We want you to have those googly eyes when you see us and like, oh, that's my king or whatever. Even though you already know from previous things, I'm like, ain't no kings and queens like that. How many women have, Felicia, how many women have you dated? This was from Herbert. So if you're not following the comments, question to Felicia from Herbert, how many women have you dated? Because I guess he's coming back because Franklin said, this sounds like most women. You said not. So Herbert is saying, how many women have you dated? None, but I work with many in relationships. Okay. So if you're insecure or have low self-esteem, don't even get involved with the Aries woman, because I don't think it's going to turn out well. For one, she's independent. She kind of has like that little attitude that if you don't do something, or maybe if you don't do it right, she's probably going to come down on you. And if you are insecure about yourself or have low self-esteem, she's going to have you, you're going to be a hot mess. So that's not somebody you're going to look for. Franklin said, not heroes, just the man we're supposed to be. Herbert Lewis said, I see. You need to have stimulating conversation and have some creativity in your game if you're going to be dealing with an Aries woman. She loves to be on the scene of the big party spot. So, again, she likes to be on the scene. Wherever the happening's at, she wants to be there. Now, if you're someone you're insecure and you have low self-esteem, because she's probably navigating, socializing, all the men love her, they flocking to her, and your ass in the corner balled up or doing whatever, looking teary-eyed about to cry because you think somebody gonna leave with your woman. Yeah, you need to choose another woman. Ronnie Maxwell, what's going on, family? Thanks for joining me in the Counselor's Corner. Rob Anderson, my man from Lay Sale. What's going on, Big Rob? Thanks for joining me. Michelle Jones, have you done the Taurus woman yet? I'll be doing that in a few minutes. Muzalayam, I can't even say it. Zahira, how you doing? Thanks for joining me. Anitra said, and Frankie don't even know most women. We know he don't know most women. Y'all so technical and literal with when people like most women and all that. Like we're going to have a breakdown of 65% or something like that. We know nobody knows most women. Half of the people, when they write stuff in these books and research, when they say many or most, they're talking about that sample pool that they dealt with. So if Franklin knows 200 women, which I know he knows more than that, and 100 and over 100 something behave a certain way, to him, most women will, whatever he's looking for, they will fall under that category. That's how that works. Now, man, y'all pissing me off with that stuff. I'm just joking. All right. So she loves to be on the scene of the big party spot. She needs a man that will compliment her appearance. Don't come around her with a flea market outfit or an outfit from the corner Arab store. Y'all know some of y'all be hitting that flea market and be getting those knockoff jeans, them True Religions, or going to Habib's corner store, grabbing you a shirt, a little shirts, jeans, some like fake Timbs or whatever you get from there. And if you think you're going to come around that Aries woman with that on and she knows it's not real, again, she's probably going to rip you a new one. It's not going to be pleasant. Herbert said it's called archetype. And Marcia said the Aries woman loves all the attention on her. That's stands reason why she is always late. Yeah, when people like to come in late, they like to, they know the attention, all eyes is going to be on them, especially if you, depending on, because when you see somebody coming through the door, people's heads automatically turn that way. And if she's coming through and if she's well built and smelling good and decked out, you're like, damn. So, hey, she going to work it. She likes to be showered with compliments, but remember, game recognizes game. So if you're someone trying to run game and you're giving her compliments, but it's not authentic, she's going to peep that. And that's not going to, that's not going to play in your best interest too. If she realized that you just, basically full of shit. Andre Howard, what's going on, brother? Thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. At the end of the day, she expects to be kissed. Now, she expects that. Now, most women say, oh, I don't kiss on the first date or whatever the case is. Yeah, we know how that is. But don't get carried away, because sometimes we can be mannish as men. She expects to be kissed. You're going for the kiss. Now you're trying to ram your tongue down her throat or cuff her ass and stuff like that. Yo, hold up, dude. Slow down, whatever. She just want a nice little sensual kiss. Some of us start taking it, forcing them up against the wall, dry humping and all that stuff. That doesn't work for her. So that will probably be your last date if you try to pull that one. Anitra, Stephanie Riddick. I know a lot of women. Grew up in a household of 4 women and myself. And being a kind, loving brother, I could give some truth on the conversation. Go ahead, Franklin. We like people to speak the truth because, they think everything I speak is bull crap. All right, fire sex. She loves a man that is a challenge. And once a man realizes and sees what she is working with, he will eventually be hooked. Tell her your sexual fantasies and she'll figure out a way to make them come true. She likes to be in charge, but would love for a man to make her lose control and can stand up to her. So you can't be that gentle, soft man without a backbone. She'll run through you or end up hurting your feelings, and just you'll be more miserable than anything. You'll probably be a nervous wreck around her. So again, you know yourself. And if you're into this and you figure out when's your birthday, and she's like, oh, April or March 31st, like this, she's an Aries. You just got to peep it. You got to peep her out. Herbert said, true, Frankie. All right, so she loves to have sex and will not wait on any man to give it to her because she is a fan of masturbation. So if you're that brother that works and she like, man, I'm horny when you coming over here so you can take care of this, and you like, oh, not today, or I'll probably be over there this Monday. I'm probably going to make it around there on the weekend. She already going to take care of it. And that doesn't have to be with another man. She going to pass some toys and pull it out, and she going to take care of it. Then when you come strolling through there, like you a big stud thinking you about to put in some work. She going to like, oh, I'm good now. I'm good. And probably will play games with you and make it seem like, well, don't worry about it. You wasn't there for me when I needed you. So then you start thinking like, damn, did she get with somebody else? So could you imagine that? Because people, even our age, even your 40, some people still play damn games. The definition of insanity. That's what Felicia said. So break up with her. Her ego will not allow you to break up with her because her ego is fragile. So remember, she's someone who's proud of who she is and kind of feels like she has it going on. So if you try to break up with her, she's looking like, what's wrong with him trying to break up with me? So her ego won't take that. You basically want to let her drop you by, of course, being boring, ignoring her, and refusing to sex her. Remember, she asked for you to come through on Monday. You come through on Saturday. Do that a couple times. You're going to be out the door. She is not pleasant to be around when she is unhappy. Well, I know a couple of them. Ain't that the damn truth? You like, for real? Like, damn, who peed in your Cheerios? Just could be visible and mean for no reason. When you end the relationship, know that it's over. Her ego and pride will not allow her to get back with you, even if she still loves you. Again, no absolutes. Some guys, they can talk. I don't even know what analogy I was going to use, so never mind. But pretty much they can convince you to kind of come back that way. But they say with the typical Aries woman, once it's done and you break up, it's over. There's no going back. There's no sweet talking, no charming, because she feels like she can, find someone else. You're lost. So even though you might run into her here and there and you see her, all you can do is sit around like the rest of the people who never had her before and say, damn, I let that one go. So you have to think about it. You want to make sure that this is for real. Like, okay. And it's not one of those things like, oh man, I'm about to cut her off. Then I go back and all that stuff. So, all right, here's the people that's compatible with the Aries. I'm pretty sure it's going to take a strong brother. Aries woman and a Gemini man. Geminis. Well, I guess that connection, because remember, she likes to be the life of the party. She has a high regard for herself. Geminis are charming. We like to dance to the beat, and I know because I'm a Gemini, we like to dance to the beat of our own drum. We're not a chaser. So I don't know how that'll work with her because she likes to be the center of attention, but after a while, a Gemini is not going to keep pursuing somebody that's going to put great resistance up. We'll move on because remember, we get bored easy too. Like we don't like to stick to certain tasks. If something else excites us, we're moving on to that. But that may be intriguing to her because she likes a challenge. So a Gemini is going to give her a challenge. She likes the Leo man. And remember, he's the king. He likes to be in control. He has a line of women waiting for him. So that may be the challenge, because she knows he's not going to be insecure. He's not going to have low self-esteem. She might actually have to work to keep him. She might have to put in work. The tables might get turned with the Leo man. Frankly, Herbert Lewis, I get hyped when listening and reading yourself and Mr. Glover's opinion. I have to come with intelligent truths and opinions. Thanks for that compliment, Franklin. I appreciate that. So she's going to have to put in work with a Leo man. So, well, who else? Yeah. So they saying, from what I looked at, I guess it's only those two signs, Gemini and a Leo. A Scorpio or something like that may be a little too crazy for her. All right. We fell behind. The day. That was my bad. Got back from the barber kind of late, but nevertheless, we still rolling along. It's 11 o'clock. Sorry to keep y'all up. Some of y'all probably go to bed like at 9:30, 10 o'clock. All right, let's look at this Taurus woman. Don't mind me. I'm trying to pull up my notes on my phone. Yeah, probably like he a Gemini, all right. He's so discombobulated. I don't even get. That's what y'all saying. I don't care. I'm just trying to be on point with my notes. That's all. Looking for this Taurus woman. Okay, here we go. Taurus. She needs visual stimulation, is always on the lookout for that old-fashioned relationship. So a Taurus woman needs that visual stimulation. She's looking for that man with those guns, that body that's ripped, like looking at like, oh, he has some nice shoulders. Oh, did you see his arms? Oh, man, he got some nice legs. She's going to be stimulated by that. Zahara said, Team Taurus, we're ready. Okay. So she needs that visual stimulation, is always on the lookout for that old-fashioned relationship where the roles are clearly defined. So that Taurus woman wants to know, you're the man, this is what you're going to do. I'm a woman, this is what I'm going to do. So their roles is already defined. There's no getting it twisted like, well, I didn't think I had to do that because it's probably already put out there. Oh, I don't do garbage. You're the man. You're going to take out that garbage. Or he may say, I don't wash clothes. I don't do that. And she'll like, okay, I'll handle that. I'll cook, clean, and stuff. So everything's going to be put out there. Edwin Martinez, thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. She is looking for the male version of her, dependable, trustworthy, outspoken, and freakish. She deserves a real man to lavish her attention on. She is the true material woman, and not just because she is money hungry. At times, she struggles with her spiritual side. That's because she a damn freak. She would. Oh, one of my Freudian slip. I was reading, and you know how sometimes things slip out your head. I didn't mean that. No disrespect to the Taurus women out here. She loves making her own. She loves making her own money by doing what she loves to do. So, and that's not meant to sound like some freakish stuff right there. Like if she's a nurse or whatever profession she is, she's gonna get that money because that's what she enjoys to do. That's what she enjoyed doing, and so it's not gonna be a problem with her making her own money. She always tell her the truth, or you better pray you don't get caught. So she's the type. They said she's like a truth detector. She could kind of tell when you're lying, because she's studying that. She's studying your behavior. Ron said she's looking for a Libra. Then we already know, Ron, what they said about the Libras. So if she sensed that you're creeping on her with someone else, the Taurus woman will step to you and that woman. She will step to you. Don't let somebody say, one of your friends, oh yeah, they out here, whatever. Let me take the picture. He out here to dinner with such and such. She's the type, she's gonna show up. She's gonna show up. Joe Shanahan, thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. Candace, thanks for joining tonight in the Counselor's Corner. So she's the type that's gonna show up. Boy, I tell you, I got some stories about people showing up, but I ain't gonna get into that. We ain't here for that right now. I can tell you, and not show up nowhere that you weren't asked to come. But the Taurus woman, she's gonna show up, and it ain't gonna be pleasant when she shows up. Always, she hates drama, but I guess in a sense, if she's coming to show up to catch you in a lie, she's sort of looking for some drama or either looking for some closure. Trevor, thanks for joining. Latoya Nicole, thanks for joining me in the Counselor's Corner. So I heard it said, I'm rolling up. Man, rolling up. Pulling up, huh? You're going to pull up on her. Pull up on them, huh? Wow. That's drama. What else? Be prepared. She loves the idea of doing the do outdoors, in the woods or on the beach. Man, he says she is a freak. Now, that ain't no bull. Can you handle the Taurus woman? Damn, is she the one for me? Part 2. So Joe said, my wife is a Taurus. Okay. Ron said she would be out of line. So you saying she'll be out of line showing up, Ron? So don't pull that stuff with Ron, rolling up on him, trying to catch him in a lie. So, okay. That's what happens when you have a lot of stuff going on. Excuse me. So let me give you some more points about this Taurus woman. All right. So I remember I said she loves a man that's ripped. So you got to come correct with the physical. We already know that most people attraction is the physical at the beginning. Michelle said, that's it. Taurus women don't take no mess. Please don't mess up because the bull will definitely see red. Most of what you said is true. Yep, definitely a freak. LOL. Michelle, you're going to have some of these dudes in your inbox. You better be careful what you say in the Counselor's Corner. Joe said, been there, done that. On the beach, in the woods, in the lake. You're a wild boy, Joe. I see. Well, wild man, I don't mean to call you boy, but you're a wild guy, man. All right. She is always on the lookout for that perfect old-fashioned. Okay, you will never catch her without her hair or nails done. So she's gonna be on point. She's going out. That hair's gonna be done. Those nails, that nail appointment is probably like clockwork. So she's always going to be on point. You won't catch her with like no chip nail polish or probably just throwing on some wig to run out because she's just going to the grocery store. She's going to be on point. She's the type, she can plan a small get together and end up with 100 of her closest friends at the affair. So obviously she knows how to pull people in and they might gravitate. It might start off small, but next thing you know how it is. People hear about it. Oh, I didn't get no invite. Next thing you know, she probably need a bigger venue. So that's the type of things that Taurus woman could do. Big Los Ferguson, thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. Darnell Dosen, thanks for joining me. Darnell, my man. Darnell Dosen, that's my man. That was my first college roommate at Niagara University. Boy, we had some good times. I can't even get into my story segment how I normally do because of the fact that I started late and I want to honor y'all time. But that was my man, Darnell. What's going on, Darnell? Good times at Niagara University. Great times. I just leave it at that. What else? The Taurus woman just knows what she likes, and she refuses to lower her standards. So dating her, make sure you are groomed and you are clean. And people like, isn't that the obvious? No, it's not the obvious. Because some dudes think they're clean and their nails is dirty. You have khakis with left, lunch stains from 2 weeks ago in it, something you didn't pull out the dirty clothes to go out on a date. So it's not just a given. Maybe no smell good or whatever, or not the right fragrance or something. So it's just not a given that every guy is be well groomed and smelling good. Maybe didn't get a haircut or whatever the case. You got to be on point. I hear said they love to entertain. Okay. See, sometimes it's good to have somebody that can put something together and entertain. That's what it's all about. Ronnie Maxwell said, I love to plow. Good connection with Taurus women. Love to plow, huh, Ron? You funny, man. You're a funny guy. Definitely funny. Hear that, ladies? Love to plow. That's what that Libra does. A Libra man loves to plow. They like, plow what? All right, so let's see what they're saying sexually for this Taurus woman. She cannot help being a hopeless romantic. She wants sex desperately, but she's afraid you won't take her seriously if she lets down her guard and allows herself to give in. A Taurus woman wants to get to know you. She wants to feel you, smell you, taste you, and she doesn't like to rush things. Oh, man. She prefers a deep connection first, but it's not always required. Gail Price, thanks for joining me tonight in the Counselor's Corner. The right man can lead her into the darker realms of sex, but her natural instincts is to play it safe. She does love the idea of doing it outdoors, the woods, or on the beach. She already has all the feminine parts she wants to see, unless she's bisexual, and then she'll take it to a whole nother level and not need you at all. So basically, I guess with that part, and I didn't see, she fantasizes about having a threesome, but the thing is, it ain't with another woman. The third party is another man. Now, I don't know how many men. Yeah, I can tell y'all truths, whatever. I'm going to be transparent. I never had no threesome, so that's just not my thing. Some of you guys may have, but I'll be damned if I want to have some with another man, like two men and a woman. No, it's not going to cut it for me. So other guys, that may be your thing. I'm really not trying to find out. Ron said, "Oh, damn." Just so long as you aren't planting any unwanted seeds. Ron said, "Shit." So I guess she's probably saying shit like there's another man that's not joining that equation. The Taurus woman is looking for a compatible mate, but she marries young. She may eventually crave the excitement that she knows that she's missing. This is a woman who prefers a man who takes good care of his body. So that's going to be a serious requirement, taking care of that body for that Taurus woman. All right, I guess if you're trying to get out of the relationship with her, she's pretty stubborn and doesn't always see things clearly. Remember, she is visual, so you must show her and not tell her. So if you plan on ending the relationship, you got to show her. You just can't tell her. Saying it's over with, but then yet you're over there and yet you're still maybe sleeping with her. That's not a way to get her out of your life. But I guess if you act like you're bored with her sexually, or if you end up being disrespectful to her, because remember, she could be outspoken, and she is, after all, one of the most outspoken and possessive signs in the entire Zodiac. So remember, she's going to pull up on you. She doesn't play. So being disrespectful, that probably wouldn't be in your best interest. Another way to make the Taurus woman lose interest in you is to change your spending habits and be a big spender. And if you let bills get behind, then you definitely going to be, headed for trouble. So, all right, let's look at her, who she's compatible with. Taurus woman, Virgo man. See, that Virgo man again is, well, before we get to that, Taurus woman and Taurus man actually are compatible. Not too many signs that's the case, but I guess because they're so similar and they want the same things that it would just be a natural fit, I guess. And we could say that about most signs, but then some of the characteristics of some signs may not work. Like, I don't know, a Pisces and a Pisces, if they both was two water heads, they hell, you don't want two. Somebody got to be the rock in the relationship. But I guess that the Taurus connection works. The Taurus woman and a Virgo man. Well, I guess that will work because that Virgo man is rigid, structure, probably, he's on point with everything, has his system in place. So that would kind of, she knows that she's not really, and he's the kind of like, a one woman's type of man that she does not have to worry about maybe pulling up on him compared to some other signs. So that might be like a calming thing for her. Michelle said Taurus love to the bitter end, but when they're done, they're done. Also, we love to be in the kitchen. Can be possessive at times to a certain point. All true sexually. Franklin said, I would never have another sword in the room. I don't sword fight. I hear you, brother. What about the Taurus woman and the Aries man? That Aries man, that I kind of looked at the ones that said, I think that Taurus and the Aries, just because you're asking, I'll kind of give you what they say that connection would be like. The Taurus woman needs to feel that sex is about something deeper, while the Aries man has no problem getting in and out quickly. She wants to take her time, go slow and steady, while he's into jumping in with the both feet and trying it in different ways. It's not that she's not adventurous. It's just that he wants it's just that she wants her man to work for it. So that right there in itself may be a major thing, just for the simple fact that sex, is a big part of it. And, Taurus is a freak, but he's not going to work for it. He expects it because it comes easy for the Aries man. I can go give you more details, but I just wanted to give you that tad bit. Dietrich said, thank you. So I guess you're probably saying thank you about you don't do the sword fighting. All right. Who else? Said the Virgo man, Taurus woman, and a Scorpio man. And with the Scorpio, that brother is kind of on the wild side. Loves his family, loves his woman, loves his friends like their family. He has that personality. He doesn't care, but he's kind of out there. Like he definitely danced to the beat of his own drum. And I think that's a challenge for her, and she may feel secure. And I guess he is another freak, whatever. So that would be somebody, I guess, she would be compatible with. Taurus woman and a Capricorn man. A Capricorn man is another like structured type of person, serious, real frugal, fires with his money, on point with a lot of things. So in that case, that might be something that would, gravitate her attention. So that's pretty much, I don't get into all the details about the compatibility. It's so many different things. Y'all get the gist of it. Marcia said, who's compatible with the Pisces woman again? Here you go, Marcia. It's like when the teacher's like, all right, we got a few minutes left. We about to wrap it up. Then you got your hand in the back saying, who's compatible with the Pisces woman again? But I'm gonna give you that information. I know we over our time, but I'm gonna give it to you. Aries, the Aries man, Taurus man, Cancer man. Because remember, she's looking for that relationship. She's looking for it now. Aries is like the come and go, but I guess that's a challenge. And I guess when he loves you, you'll know that he really cares about you, but you have to excite the Aries man. And if you can do that, then he'll stick around for you. The Cancer man is looking for the same thing as a Pisces man. He wants a relationship. He wants a woman. Virgo man, that's the same thing. He's looking for that, but he'll just take his time in the process with the whole thing. So he's not going to rush into anything. The Scorpio man, and remember, the Pisces woman is a big dreamer. That Scorpio dude, like I can see where he can kind of engulf her into his patterns, because he loves hard and he takes care of anybody that he's with. Like you don't mess with his woman, you don't mess with his family. So some women they like a little hot head. You said Libra. It didn't say about Libra, Ron. I'm sorry. Libra's not ringing up on too many. Pisces woman and the Capricorn man, but they didn't say anything about a Libra. I'm sorry, man. It was some that had mentioned you, but not this round. Maybe next time, Ron. Maybe next time. Maybe the next one. Maybe the next series probably will be Sunday, part 3, and I'll talk about the Cancer, the Leo woman, and the Virgo woman. You said make it work. Yeah, anybody can make it work. We all can make it work. But for that, because of the time, I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up. Again, in closure, please share after I log out, decide to keep the video. Please share the video so we can keep it circulating and keep the Counselor Corner rolling. But again, if you're in the Baltimore, Philly area, Baltimore, if you're in Baltimore, but you're from Philly, DC, anywhere around the outskirts, and you're in Baltimore on Saturday, come through the Tierra Cafe and check out my new show, Thunderous Altercations. We're going to be having a live web-based series. So it's like a series, like a 6-week series show. Me and Kelly Renee, Thunderous Altercation. She brings the thunder because she says she's loud, she's opinionated, and I'm going to bring the altercations. I'm going to stir the pot, bring the controversy, and we're going to be discussing Valentine's Day. So it's a nice little eatery where you can have lunch, you can have breakfast there, you can have dinner, and you can have some good old cocktails too that they're going to whip up. Frankly, so I'll try to catch you as often as possible, my brother. Keep on keeping on blessings. No doubt, man. Appreciate you stopping in tonight. Make sure you share. Herbert says school in the AM. Oh, you in school, Herb? What you taking, man? Or you talking about, do I got school? You know I gotta be there. Derek Hall said be more. Yeah, it'll be in be more. But I'll definitely be looking for other opportunities elsewhere to do little live things. Michelle said, enjoyed this, David. My Brian and Stratton advisor. Blessings. Thank you, Michelle, for tuning in tonight in the Counselor's Corner. And usually I come on here like a couple times a week. So just stay tuned. I'm going to have exciting shows. And then even I will go back and do, because it's my material, go back and do shows I did in the past. I guess the difference now is actually physically seeing me instead of listening to my voice on the telephone. You can actually see me. So, a lot of times people need that visual contact. Herbert said, yes, you. Yeah, I got school. Yeah, I got it. For real. Funny story, whatever, before I close out. I don't feel right without telling the story. So, this is what I'm saying about these kids, that they say anything on their mind. So my other counterpart comes to me and she says, gives me a note, and she said, oh, you need to talk to such and such. I'm just going to say RR. That's her initials. Do you know RR? Yeah, I know her. And she was like, well, Miss, I'm not going to say her name. I'm going to just say Miss Q said she's been, saying some inappropriate stuff to her. And I was like what? So I guess RR had been saying, now, mind you, Miss Q was an older woman, probably 70. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not giving her higher in age, but I would say she's about 70. So the student has, been asking her, is she a lesbian? Now, mind you, this is a 12-year-old kid, 13. Are you a lesbian? Miss Q was like, no, and if I was, that's inappropriate. Why would you ask me that? So like, but when I talked to her, she kind of said, well, she's so annoying. She's always asking me questions. Do I need help? Do I have? So I guess she just insinuated, like, she's always in my face asking me, like, do you like me or something? Like, she's like, so are you a lesbian? And then she was like, no, but if I was, what difference would it make you? So I guess RR told her that if she was a lesbian, that she was going to take her husband. I just found that hilarious because I'm like, wait, you're like 13. You see how that she's older. Why would you say something that you would take her husband? And it's just stuff like that. That's why I enjoy doing what I do. It's just little stories like that. And you're like, man, yeah, like crazy as hell. You can't make this stuff up. That's why I got to hurry up and do middle school madness because they definitely have some stories. And I want to thank everybody who gave me shout outs for National School Counseling Week. Really, when I put that up, I just wanted to bring some shine on counselors for the week because it's nothing. Half of the time, I don't even remember that we have it. We usually get something from our systems office, like a little gift or something. I'm like, oh, it's counselors week this week. But for the most part, we just keep it rolling, whatever, and do what we do. But I definitely appreciate the people who gave me, the personal shout out today. That was cool as far as that. And not many people even knew that they celebrate stuff like that, but they do. Like they have Teacher Appreciation Week. Then we have, Counselors Week. The Teacher Appreciation Week usually is in May. So we have our week. We had our week this week. Herbert said, culture class, students need to understand things aren't appropriate for school. Yeah, but I keep saying that we should change the name. It shouldn't be called schools anymore. It's not schools. They should be called agencies. And we need to put the right personnel into these schools. I keep saying we need to have, this is my last thought, then I'm out. We need to have DSS workers there. We need to have child abuse, those social workers there. We need to have drug and alcohol personnel there. We need to even have parts of schools that they have like maybe 10 or 15 rooms for homeless families and maybe some afternoon shifts there. This is my vision. Like if I was ever to run into a lot of money, this would be my school that I would design. It would be a 24-hour thing. Well, that would be short staff. It would be just for the people that need to stay there. So I would have staff there around the clock because we need all these personnel. Remember, they said it takes a village. We need all of these people in the school, not in an office somewhere. They all need to be there so we can solve all these day-to-day issues that go on, because you'll be surprised some of the things that come out. I'm sure you know, but just being there physically on a day-to-day basis, it could be taxing. All right. Herbert said, agreed. Melissa Hogan said, hello. Hey, how you doing, Melissa? Thanks for joining me tonight. Reverend Charles Searcy, thanks for joining me tonight. Unfortunately, I'm about to wrap it up. I just was kind of being a little long-winded, but I'm pretty much on time, like my typical show length, but I'm going to get out of here. Like I said, honor your time and stay tuned for part 3 of Damn, Is She the One for Me? And I'm going to look at Cancers, Leos, and Virgos the next show, and that should be probably Sunday. All right, everybody, thanks for joining in. It's okay for you being late, as long as you show face, but please share. When I put the video up and you see that it's up and running, please share. Just share it. If you're just getting in, tune into it, but share it to your page. All right, everybody, thank you all again. See you next time, and I appreciate y'all, and everybody have a great night. Nitra, you like that idea? Let's work on it. Me and you, we run the spot. We run the spot. I'll even let you be the director. I'll be the assistant director, so you can take the heat. No, I'm joking. All right, I'm out. Y'all take care. Bye.